Viewer's choice time. Good day, welcome back to Mike's Radio Repair and Restoration. If you're enjoying the series of videos, please subscribe. It would help support our channel quite a bit. We would really appreciate it. So on the bench today, on the bottom here, I have a Hallicrafters SX-43 and I have a Hallicrafters S40B. Let's talk about them generally, and let's talk about them a little bit more specific in regards to the radios you see here. The SX-43 has kind of sort of got a bit of a bad rap, and I'm not sure if it deserves that bad rap at all. There was a radio, the SX-42, which looked a lot like it, but it was very heavily built, very well built, a very well-performing, well-established receiver, where the SX-43 was kind of sort of more consumer grade, not quite built as well. And I think a lot of people compared the SX-43 to the 42, and of course there really is no comparison because the SX-42 is really very well built, but the 43 is a little bit lighter built. So this one I have here, I got by hook or by crook, and I got to tell you right off the bat, it's rough. It's complete, which is nice, but it's got a lot of rust on the surface of the chassis. I've not had a chance to look under the chassis, and I'll be putting up some pictures as I go here. There's clearly some evidence somebody's been into it. There's some screws missing, and I can see somebody has written on the bottom of the chassis, which I'll show you in a minute, where with pictures where they've been chewing at it for alignment. There are some heat marks on the hood, which again, I'll throw up another picture which tells me this radio was used for a very long time, and you'll see from looking at the chassis, it's a rusty old girl. I'm going to call it the SX-43 Restore / Junkyard Dog. I really don't know if it's going to make a restoration project or not, but hey, let's give it a shot. I grabbed it cheap because it has FM. It's got the standard FM broadcast band, and it's also got an FM detector in it. So I thought if I could get it going, it would be good to have a little bit of FM here in the lab whenever I wanted to listen to something local. So that's going to be quite a chore, that radio. The S40B on top is the end of the S40 line. There was the original S40, then the S40A, and then of course the S40B. The S40B, well, as Hallicrafter went along making radios like this, like they made the S38 and then the S38A and then the B and the C and so on. Each time the radio got made a little bit lighter. I hesitate to say cheaper. In some cases that was the deal. The radio got made cheaper, that's for sure. And that was the case with the S40B. They changed the IF transformers. The original band spread knob on the original S40 had a nice counterweight on it that gave you a nice, comfortable, smooth, quality tuning feel that's gone with this one. The speaker grill has been stamped into it. But essentially, it's very electronically similar. This particular radio is a little bit grubby. But other than that, it's not in bad shape. We'll take a look inside. I'll throw up some pictures here. It doesn't look too bad. I can see both dial cords are broken, so it's not a big deal. But it looks completely like a restorable unit unless something catches us on the underside of the chassis. We'll get you to comment below. We'll tell us what you want. Tell us what you want us to do first. Are we doing the 43 first? Or are we doing the 40B first? We'll let the folks out there decide. You can comment here or on any one of our two Facebook groups. We have a general page for our YouTube channel and Facebook, and we also have a help group. If you're working along and you need help, the help group is a great place to be. There's again a great bunch of guys forming over on the help group and the regular page, and it's kind of been interesting to see. And We've helped a few people along and solved problems, which was a lot of fun. So if you're new to the hobby, it's great to join the help group because there are folks there that can add their 2 cents and help you. And if you're experienced, it's also good to join the help group so that you can help some of the new people. Because the idea with this channel is to foster the interest of old radios and get new people involved for the restoration and curation of these old radios. So the more people we have in the hobby, because us old folks, well, sadly we're dying out. And we need a brand new class of young folks to pick up the torch and to conserve this equipment. So any help that you folks with experience can provide would be great. Um, so we'll look forward to hearing from you, and it'll be very interesting to see what everybody wants to do first. So with that, we'll end this little short video there. Thanks kindly for dropping by and watching. Please subscribe. Sure they're going to be interesting. And just a cautionary note is if you are following along at home, make sure you understand high voltage. There's high voltage present, and you kind of sort of do so at your own risk. And if you've got questions, ask questions. Join the help group. Ask questions here. Read, study. Be sure you know what you're doing before you're tinkering with high voltage. It's some pretty serious stuff. It's not so bad in the receivers. You can still lethal voltage present there, but in transmitters, there's definitely lethal voltage present there. So again, we'll wrap this up. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you again in the next one.